Alright, welcome back to my channel, and well, you can't see it. Actually, I gotta turn around for you. So it arrived. My new Herman Miller gaming Vantum chair showed up today. And so I have some first impressions that I want to talk to you about, and then I'm going to do comparison to the Mavix M9 chair that also cost $1,000. And I'll do a comparison to the Herman Miller Logitech G gaming chair as well, and the Embody, Logitech G Embody, of course, their first one. And I'll do some comparisons there, and then I will talk about kind of the differences. Not in this video, we're gonna do separate videos for those because they're gonna take a while, because each chair has so many features that it's gonna take 10, 15, almost 20 minutes sometimes to do those comparisons. So first, let's jump into the unboxing for the new Herman Miller Gaming Vantum chair. And then we're gonna work through features of the chair and then like my first impressions. And I've used it throughout today. So it arrived today around 10 a.m. or so. FedEx dropped it on its side, not facing up like it's supposed to be in the box. Yay, FedEx, as usual. But we're gonna talk, I use it all day at work. I'm getting used to it. And so we'll talk about the first impressions for there. So let's jump into the unboxing, and then we'll go through the features, and then we will go through my final thoughts so far. Okay, so it arrives in a very big box. Now, unlike the last Herman Miller chair that I bought, which was the Logitech Embody G, this one doesn't come fully assembled, which allows it to show up in a smaller box than that one did, but it kind of sucks that you have to put it together yourself, but they make it really, really easy for you. It's only 3 steps. And so you're gonna pull out the base where the wheels and the spring are already attached to it. Then you're gonna pull out the chair back, and you're gonna sit the chair, obviously, right down on the wheels and the base there. And technically, at this point, you have a fully put together chair. However, you have to add in the headrest, because this is the first gaming chair by Herman Miller with a headrest. And so it comes separate, but they make a pretty big deal of it, of course, because it is the first one that they have. But there's nothing underneath that box, and so no need to look into it. I did that for you. But I left this part in there because it hurt. And so be careful putting that chair headrest in there. It snaps down, and my fingers got caught in between the 2 plastics. And so be really careful adding that in there. There are your 2 backrests, which I have opinions about, but that's the fully assembled chair. And it was quick and as easy as they said it would be. 3 steps: pull out the wheels and the base, pull out the seat, add it to the base, and then add the head attachment. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. This is the first Herman Miller Logitech gaming chair since the first Embody, but this is also the first time that Herman Miller has added a headrest to a chair of theirs. And it is a gorgeous chair from the looks of it. Now, let's jump into some of the features that come along with this chair. As far as the build, it's mostly plastic, but it feels premium, and it does hold you up pretty well. Now, the one thing that I noticed from first impressions is that the seat tilted forward so that it's almost like you were sliding forward in the chair. Now, that did tame itself over the course of the day. It's not as much as it is, it's not as much now as it was when I first sat in it, or at least it feels that way. And so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that it's a break-in thing. But as far as controls for the chair, you have the sacral lumbar adjustment, which is for your lower back and kind of where your back curves. And so you can make that curvy, or you can leave it flat in regards to the support that it gives you at the lower back. The next feature are the Comfort armrest, and so these armrests go up and down like your standard armrest, but they also go forward, back, left, and right. The actual base of the arms themselves don't move, only the top part of the arms move. Moving underneath, the right side holds the tilt tension as well as the height adjustment up and down, whereas moving over to the left side, this side operates as a tilt limiter. And so regardless of how much tension you add or remove, this will limit actually how far you can go back. You can also adjust the seat depth. And so rather than me sitting here thrusting around on this chair, I'm just going to show you like this, but this is how you can adjust how far the chair goes back against the backrest. The last feature is the adjustable neck rest. Now it is pretty difficult to move this thing around. I'm hoping that gets better over time. However, it is a really great fit and it fits naturally, at least against me. I'm 6'1", and so the height adjustments that it offers sits really well right at the base of my neck, underneath my hair, and so that I can get my neck supported without having to worry about my hair pushing back against that part of the headrest. And so that I really like. So what are your thoughts? There's a lot of features on this chair, and so the question will be, is this chair worth $1,000 compared to other $1,000 chairs? Now, Herman Miller is obviously up here when it comes to ergonomic chairs over everybody else for the most part. There's other brands that have some really great chairs as well, but Herman Miller consistently have been on top of their game, especially in the office environment. Now, moving into the gaming environment, they hit a big one with the Logitech G Embody gaming chair. And so now this is their first complete 100% gaming chair that they've built together with Logitech, not using a former, Embody design like they did with the other. And so a lot of shoes to fill with this chair. And so going forward into the full review, I'm going to be comparing this one, like I said, to my Mavic M9 behind me that was also $1,000. Or it is $1,000. I didn't pay $1,000. It was on sale when I bought it. And I'm going to compare this to the Logitech G Embody, which obviously that one's almost $2,000. So I expect that one to have a higher quality. But for that one, we're going to separate, what is the difference? Is it worth to get that one over this one based on what you get for this one? And so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know any questions you may have about this particular chair, the features, you using it, the build, etc. Let me know those questions, and then we're going to do a full-on review about 2 weeks from now as far as using it for 2 weeks, and we'll go into detail around the materials, the build, and different things like that. So make sure you're staying tuned, making sure you're subscribing and following along for those things there. A lot of decisions to make before you spend $1,000 for a gaming chair. So let me know any thoughts you have. As always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.